Steiner, and I've been an entrepreneur since I was 6 or 7 years old. I want to put more money in your life, and I want to give you more time to enjoy it. Now, if you've been watching some of my videos, you've heard me talk about different businesses that you can get into on your own at a very low cost and that you can do part or full time. I'm going to give you actual details about those businesses, but I want to dispel a few myths, and I want to talk to you about some things that you may have heard or will likely hear if you look into some of these businesses. I talked about the new paradigm in business in one of my early videos, and that new paradigm in business is businesses that are created that allow the people that promote and market their products and services to actually make money. And I went into some reasons why this is happening. The fact that there is no one unique place to advertise where everybody will see your product or service. So new ways of promoting, of advertising, of marketing, and of getting people to know about these products and services come from word of mouth. And your word of mouth is just as good and just as viable as anybody else's. Now, one of the industries that started this new paradigm where money went back to the people that were promoting was an industry called multi-level marketing, MLMs, or network marketing. Network marketing and MLMs got a bit of a bad rap. Not because the business model was bad. The business model was excellent. But the problem was that in order for people to make money, they had to increase the margin and the profit on the actual product. Now, a lot of the products were excellent. There were things like vitamins. There were things like juices that had all kinds of potent ingredients and that were really healthy and made you well. I'm not disparaging the product in the least, but for me, having to pay more for a product just so that somebody else could make some money from it was not a really good idea. And so I bought some of those products and I became a member of some of these MLMs, multi-level marketing things, pyramid things as people called them. But once I got tired of the product, I stopped buying it. And once you stop buying it, then everybody stops making money. And so even though it's a good business model, it's not a long-term sustainable model for me. Now, there are some very famous models that started early, things like Mary Kay, things like Herbalife. They're still going strong today and they're multi-billion-dollar companies. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them, but you need to assess yourself what works for you and what doesn't. And if you're using the product and you're finding that it helps you, well, that's the best product for you to sell because it's something that you really believe in, and you need to believe in what you're doing. You need to enjoy doing it and you need to have a real commitment to it. So the MLM model is a great model, but for me, the companies that I've been talking to you about, the companies that you'll find on my website, are companies that are a total win-win-win situation. They're companies that don't need to have you paying huge monthly fees. They're companies that the actual product is less than you would pay for it anywhere else. So my criteria and what I'm recommending to you are companies that I like personally. You may find others, and that's great, and I would love to hear from you what you've actually found as well. But they're some of my criteria, because what I want you to do is try some of these things out. Because there's such a low cost to entry, there's such a low cost to having your own business with these companies, that even if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't really matter. How many times have you bought a pair of shoes that were $200–300 or outrageously expensive? How many times have you bought something off late night television. We throw money into all kinds of places at all different times. So it's not a tragedy, and nobody's going to lose their life savings on any of the products that I'm referring you to. But the other thing about the products that I'm referring you to is that even if you make no money at all, even if you decide to make the choice to go into it, you're going to enjoy the products themselves. And this is the main difference between those pyramid schemes and those pyramid things that is a difference here. Pyramid schemes are illegal, but a pyramid scheme has no product. It's the sort of thing where somebody puts money in so that they get money back later. And they are illegal. They're illegal everywhere. And if anybody's asking you to put money in so that you'll get money back from more people putting money in, don't do it. Okay? But the products that I found and the companies that I found, I just love the products anyway. So some of them I use myself, and whether I make money or not doesn't matter. But they all have a business model that will allow you to make money if you decide you'd like to do that. Now, I'm introducing gently to you options and choices. If you don't have a job, if you need to make money quickly, these companies can also put money into your pocket very quickly and more aggressively too. So as I describe each of the companies separately in their own video package and then refer you to their website, I'll give you more information about each of those. But back to this pyramid scheme, to these things, let me just give you a little more background about them. See, every company is a pyramid. Everybody, every company has somebody on top. It's the president if it's a country, and if it's a company, there is a CEO that then delegates to other people. The main difference is that within a company, everybody's getting paid to do their job, and so they have specific roles, and you can only make so much money. With the companies I'm introducing you to, you can make unlimited amounts of money. It really is up to you. I'm not promoting them as a get-rich-quick scheme, as a become a multi-billionaire. I'm just saying that it's a possibility depending on your time and effort that gets put into it, as opposed to being part of a company structure, also a pyramid, where you can only make so much in a salary and then it's capped. So the restrictions within a corporate setting, which are also a pyramid, those restrictions, you've all worked in companies that have them, so you know. You have to be at work at a certain time. You need to stay at work till a certain time. You need to work certain days and weekends. You need to give certain commitments that you may or may not like to do, but it's all a trade-off. I'm not saying there's anything wrong at all with having a job, but we do use the job, J-O-B, acronym as just over broke, also J-O-B, because it doesn't matter what you make in salary, you always live up to what you're making. What I'm talking about is something a little extra. Now, at a time where you're making enough extra to quit your job, that's up to you. You may never want to quit your job. You may just enjoy doing things on the side. But making that little bit of money on the side does give you extra options, and that's what I'm all about. Choices and options. So you now realize that a pyramid scheme is very different to what I'm talking about. You actually become a small business owner. And the other advantage of that is that when you do your taxes as a small business owner, you're also allowed certain expenses and things. So even the cost of getting into this business, which can vary from $30 total to $500, really tops, all are tax deductible as well. So if people start talking to you about MLMs, network marketing, and you know people that have failed at them and you know people who have lost money in them, that doesn't have to be you. People fail and lose money in all sorts of places. People go to Harvard and Cambridge and they pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for degrees and they never realize their potential. Some of them don't even get jobs and they've spent far more money than you have getting into your own small business on an education that also went nowhere. So it's not about the money, it's not about people failing. We all know people that have failed in all kinds of places. I'd much rather look at the people that have succeeded. And that's the other thing with some of these companies. It really is a win-win situation where people hold your hand through the process. Because this pyramid thing, where you are the CEO of your little company, where the people that you bring in to the company are helping you make money, it's a win-win. It's people helping people. So I have bought into and own the different businesses I'm going to talk to each of you about. And I want to help you. I want to help you because I want to see as many people succeed and have a life of time and money freedom and live with passion. But that's also helping me, by the way. So the more money you make, the more money the people that brought you in make. But then also the people that you bring in, the more money that they make, they also help the people that they're bringing in. So it's not who can you get into a business so that you can make money before the business goes bust. It's more about who can you share a wonderful product with? Who can you share a great lifestyle with? If it's a travel company, who do you want to travel with and have fun with? The travel company I've referred to a few times, they have $99 vacations, 3 days away from your home at $99. Now that's something you can take your kids and spouse and friends along to. So I'm talking about win-win situations that can help improve your life. I live in America now. In America, we have the inalienable right to pursue happiness. And for me, happiness is time and money freedom, living a life of passion.